9:33 at night, and I got my little monthly today, so I thought I'd give myself like a little skincare, you know, just treat myself and just relax and wind down and just, you know, get into the vibes of just relaxation, because my cramps have been killing me, and it just not has been like, I don't know, like my cramps have just been killing me, and I don't take nothing for my cramps, so I've been not Faith just crept up in the bathroom. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna do a little relaxing vibe. I took a shower, I shaved my whole body, because when I get on my period, I shave. Some girls might feel like, oh, I'm on my period, I don't have to shave. But baby, shave when you're on your period, because especially if you are like, you got a lot of hair down there while you're on your period, like smells can get trapped in there, so you want to make sure you shave. And I just love shaving when I'm on my period. Like I shave my entire body every time I get on my period, because it makes me feel clean. I don't know, when I have hairs on me, I just feel dirty. I shave my arms, I shave my legs, I shave my, you know, private area. I shaved everywhere. Like I'm hairless. I'm a hairless cat right now. All right, but anyways, yeah, let's get into this, you know, little skincare routine, also life update. I've been meaning to answer y'all questions about everything y'all been asking me, but first things first, I think I'm gonna change into a robe. Right now, I'm just in this like fit I put on after I got out the shower. I'm just in some basketball shorts and my bra. I'm gonna go change this to my robe, and we're gonna be back with the vibes. All right, I got my robe. I'm keeping the door open just in case Faith wants to run in and out, so we're just not gonna mind that. So I'm gonna be answering your questions that I told you guys to ask me on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, then go ahead and do so you can participate in videos like this. But I'm gonna show you guys all the skincare products that I'm using for today. I'm using this, first I'm gonna get them all out. All right, maybe we should cleanse our pores first. So I'm going in with this French pink peel off pore cleansing mask. First, I'm gonna put on a mask while I answer y'all's questions. I also have this Cocoa Frost Sugar Lip Scrub for my lips to keep my lips nice and soft. This is from Virginity. I have this Nair face cream to remove any peach fuzz off of my face. And then I have my products from Celibate. And then I have my CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser right here. So, oh, also, I don't know if I need to do one of these. I'll probably do one of these, yeah. And then I have the deep cleansing pore strips that I also like to use, because I just have like really bad like skin in my nose area. Like I get really bad whiteheads in that area. So we're gonna take care of all that good stuff today. So the first question I got asked is, how are you doing mentally? And I want to say mentally, I'm definitely, hold on, let me try to get this open. Hold up, because how you open this? I'm gonna like open it the wrong way and all this shit busts right in my mouth. Oh, that's what she said. So mentally, I definitely say my mental health is definitely on a scale of, if I had to rate it out of 1 through 10, I would definitely give myself, what would I give myself? I would give myself definitely an 8. Like that's the first number that comes to mind. I would say 8. Shit, I'm not gonna go ahead and give myself a 10, because like nobody's perfect. I feel like being completely happy in life is definitely real. I feel like we try to make it seem like there's no, why is Faith crying? No, cats don't like closed doors. She was trapped inside my room. I feel like in life we try to make it seem like being completely happy in life is not a real thing, when I definitely do think you can be 100% content with life, and that's where I am right now at a point of stage in my life. I'm just really happy with where I'm at. Of course, do I feel like I can be doing better? Do I feel like I want to be in a certain point in my life at this age? Yes, but I'm learning to trust God's timing. So definitely trusting God's timing has my mental health on like a, definitely like an 8, 8.5, because I'm just going with the flow of things, and I'm learning to trust God and just have faith that everything literally works out for itself, and you know, you achieve all the things you want in life because of God's timing. You can't rush God's timing. So mental health is definitely on an 8, because my mental health is definitely doing way better ever since I cut out, you know, alcohol. I was on alcohol very bad, like very bad. I'm not trying to call myself like I was an alcoholic, but I definitely had people calling me an alcoholic. Like, I had like if I went like drinking with friends or something like that, oh shit, you're an alcoholic, and they be playing, I think, but I definitely was on alcohol very bad, and so was everyone I was hanging around. I don't know if they're still on alcohol bad, which is not really my business. Everyone has their own timing and stuff like that. But the crowd I was just hanging around, we were just too much into drinking. Anytime we were around each other, it involved a bottle, which is not, you know, good. Because if you have to drink around your friends all the time, are you guys really friends? Like, yes, having friends and drinking with your friends is fun, but I feel like there should definitely be some sort of balance where you're not drinking around your friends 24/7. Like, that's just not good. That just shows that you guys really aren't real friends if you can't even sit down and talk business, talk life goals around each other. Like, me personally, I want friends. I'm about to become friends with women in their 30s at this point because I want to be around people I can learn from. I want to be around females who are in that girl boss energy, who want to improve their life and not just drink and be drunks and gossip and talk about boys and what boys they're effing. I really don't care, baby. Like, I don't. Trust me. Really don't care to talk about anybody else. Like, I'm just worried about myself right now. So ever since I've been focusing on me, cutting out the alcohol, literally haven't drank in so long, and I'm so proud of myself because literally I've been on alcohol so bad since I really started drinking. When I first went to Florida for Miami spring break, that's when I learned how to drink. Like, that's when I was on that bottle bad, and it just didn't stop. And it didn't stop at all until like recently, which is when I recently started drinking. I probably haven't drank for about, I want to say it's 2 months since I've had any alcohol. And I definitely plan to keep it that way. Like, this year I'm turning 21, and I don't even, like, it's pointless. Well, not saying it's pointless for me to turn 21, but this year I'm turning 21, and usually when you turn 21 you drink. But this year I'm not drinking on my birthday. I might have me a blunt for my birthday, but I'm not getting no bottle for my birthday just because I'm turning 21. But yeah, all this to say that, yeah, my mental health is definitely doing really good since I've cut out all bad habits, and just, like, I journal every day. I pray and I talk to God every single day when I wake up, and I feel like that's very important, and that's definitely a major key as to why I'm doing better. This person asked, was it hard for me to turn towards God? And they said that they're struggling trying to turn to God. I would say no, because, like, I've had God in my life before. The only thing I did was I strayed away. I do remember at one point when I lived in Florida and I was trying to stop drinking, when I was into the whole new age, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you guys want to call it, but I don't want to offend anybody. But when I was into that type of stuff, like, I was trying to go back to God. Like, I was trying to start praying more. I remember I started listening to gospel music again, and for some reason, like, I just stopped. Like, I felt like I was tripping. I'm like, you know, I'm not saying like tripping like as in I didn't believe there was any God, but like I was like, you know, basically, like, what do I need that for? Like, I'm fine. You know, like, as in, like, just being in denial, basically. So if you're struggling, I feel like you're probably in denial, and that's okay. Sometimes denial is the first stage to a lot of things in life. So don't even, like, feel upset about yourself. Like, everything takes timing. One thing I did, like, to really get close to God, or to really just, you know, because I'm still working and improving on my relationship with God every day. But one thing I did was, like, I prayed a lot. And I always prayed for a breakthrough, and I prayed to God to reach out to me. So you need to ask for help. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Okay, so we set the timer. We're gonna take this party in my room. All right, so some tips I would give you, like I said, it's just like pray and really ask God to help you, ask God to guide you, and call out for help. Call out for help. Tell God you need his help. Like, get on your knees and pray. Getting on your knees and praying is just so powerful. It's so relieving. It works every time for me. Like, I love getting on my knees to pray because I just feel closer to God, and I feel these, like, sense of, like, emotions just burst through me, and, like, my prayer is even stronger sometimes when I pray on my knees. So I would say get on your knees. I know, like, it might sound a little ridiculous, but it's very powerful when you get on your knees and you pray to the Lord. What's your vibe on new female friends. So my vibe on new female friends, I really want to be around empowering women who are not on that gossiping. I don't want to be around girls who drink too much, because yeah, I don't want, like, I can't hang around what I don't want to be around, if that makes any sense. Like, I want to look at my friends and feel inspired. You know, feel not inspired to drink or not inspired to party. I want to look at my friends and feel inspired to get on my shit. I want to have friends where we look up to each other, like, you know, and be proud of each other, uplift each other, inspire each other, set goals with each other. Which, you know, like, you know, I'm open to making female friends, but as of right now, I'm in a point of isolation. I don't really care to have much friends. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's like, I prayed for, like, I don't know. I prayed for, like, I don't know. I just don't know. If, like, when God is ready to send me a group of females to be around, not even a group of females, like, one female friend is cool. I really don't care to be in a clique. That's another thing. I don't care to be in a clique with a whole bunch of girls, and it's just always so much drama hanging with girls. So I just don't care to be in a clique. I just really want at least one genuine friend, like, I can be friends for years with. All right. So the next question I got asked is, do I have any baes, any boyfriends, any sneaky links? No, I am not on none of that. Your girl has been celibate for a good 2 months, and I'm going very strong, and we're staying that way. I really want to stay celibate for over a year, but if God happens to send somebody in my life and, like, I feel a connection with them and they want to be in a committed relationship and it happens, cool. But, like, I'm not having pointless sex with people. Stop having pointless sex with people, because it's like, what is really the point of you giving your body to this person and that's not your man? And he's screwing 20 other people and putting his shit inside you, messing with your aura and your energy. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not on none of that. I'm not for the bullshit. No, count me out of pointless sex, baby. And if I'm talking to a guy and he cannot respect the fact that I'm celibate, because sometimes I'll be asking guys that question just to see where they head at. Like, oh, they're like, well, I need mines. I'm a guy. You have no self-control. It just, you know, like, if you can't wait, then you don't need to get somebody else to do it. You might as well cut me off. Yeah. How do you overcome PTSD or hurt that people sometimes hide? I would say prayer is everything. Like, I know it just sounds so cliche to say this, but pray to God to heal your heart. Pray for the Lord to help you with whatever you're going through. Prayer is going to be your best friend. And I would just say you have to learn to let things go. Take them as a learning experience and just move on from it, and just, you know, like, next time, like, just take it as a life lesson. I would say having PTSD or claiming that, you don't want to also claim those things on yourself. I know those things are real, because trust me, like, I definitely know what it feels like to have PTSD with certain situations, but you have to have faith in God, and prayer is everything. Like, you pray to God and ask him to heal your broken heart, heal your weary heart. He's gonna do that. Like, he's gonna come through, period. Oh, I like this question. It says, what do you see as a pro and con of being an influencer? So I would say a pro to being an influencer is, you know, I have my own free time. I can take mental health days whenever I feel like it. I work on my own schedule, which not really, I don't work on my own schedule, because, like, you have to be consistent with this. Let's see, what else is a pro? I can work from home. I would say another pro is, like, that I get to get on here and influence you guys to do better and learn from my mistakes, and that I get to connect with so many different beautiful girls around the world and just, you know, inspire y'all to not do what I do. I get to, like, help people. I feel like that's such a big pro. One con I would say is, if you allow this social media stuff to, like, take such control over you, you're gonna be miserable. Yes, I said it. You will be damn down near miserable if you just take the shit too seriously. Like, have fun with it. Another con I would say is, like, I'm not here to bash people, but another con I would say is hard to find genuine friends, genuine people in an industry like this. I feel like in any industry, period, like when it comes to rap, sing, whatever, music, it's very hard to find genuine people. Like, you don't know if people are genuinely your friend, or genuinely, like, even people who don't do social media, you don't know if people want to be your friend because of, like, what you have and not who you are. Like, I find it very hard for me to make friends. Not I'm saying, like, oh my god, everybody else to get me because I got clout. Like, no, like, I don't even see it like that. It's just, like, some people want to be around you, like, just because you're popping, like, or just because they see, you know, people think you're cool or people like you. Like people from high school who didn't even used to give a freak about me back then be wanting to be my friend now. And it's like, baby, you didn't even care for my existence back then. Like I was nothing to you. Like I was a nobody to you. You know, and now you see me when other people seeing me. So yeah, that could be a con. I would say what could be another con? Yeah, if you allow it to destroy your mental health, it will. Another con, yeah, that's really about it, to be honest. How's your new lifestyle of not partying, clubbing, drinking how you did? It is very different. I'm not even gonna cap. I mean, it's very different. It's like almost boring, but I told myself it's not boring. You're at peace now. Like you're used to living a rowdy, rambunctious, being, you know, party, going out every night, sleepless nights, drunk nights, you know, you're used to all that. So now that I'm in the house, being able to relax and enjoy my peace, it can feel like I'm bored, but I'm not bored. I am at peace. And that's all it is. And I'm learning to accept that. And I absolutely love it because I feel less drained. I'm not as miserable as I used to be. I'm very motivated, more like I'm just loving it here. And I can't complain because it's very peaceful and period. And I love it because like at the end of the day, my future man is not in the club. So yeah, no. What made you find God rather than be spiritual, and how do you feel it's better to you? What made me find God, like I said, like I told you guys, we got 1 minute left and then I gotta go wash this off. So this is gonna be the last question and then I'm gonna answer the rest of them because yeah, I don't even like how this looks on my face. I just feel like I look crazy. Like it's not even on my face. Like what is this? Okay, but okay, I'm gonna just turn off the timer because I don't even want it to interrupt me while I'm talking. Oh, this is kind of itchy. This is kind of itchy, baby. This is itchy. It's not what made me find God. I would say God came and he saved me. Because he's seen me just spiraling into this. I hit rock bottom. That's what made me find God. That's what made God come and get me. Because once you hit rock bottom, the next step is only up. It's only up from there once you hit that rock bottom. So sometimes some of us need to hit rock bottom. And God seen me hit rock bottom and he came and he got me from out of that hole. I was just living life like there wasn't going to be no repercussions for my actions. And it's not about like I didn't want to be spiritual, because at the end of the day, we're all spiritual beings. But I just found myself idolizing, having more faith in physical objects more than I had in the Lord. Baby, it's in the freaking Bible. Like, it's in the Bible. Let's be for real right now. It's in the Bible. I'm not even going to say, like, all that stuff is in the Bible. Idolatry, I was just doing too much idolatry. I had a problem with idolizing these evil eye objects, thinking that they were keeping negative people out of my life, thinking that these objects were saving me, when really, like, it was just, I don't know, it was just weird. You know, that lifestyle is just not for me. Simple. Not for me. And if you want to continue to do that with your life and it works, then maybe keep doing it because it works for you, but it did not work for me. And that's okay because it's not for everybody. Y'all know I was heavy on my evil eye. I always kept the evil eye on me, on my ankle, everywhere. And oh, it is a peel off mask. Ooh, oh, it's peeling off. Oh, it's like I'm peeling my skin. Oh my God, you could do like a skin prank on somebody with this. This looks so good. But yeah, I think I need to let some of it dry more. But I was just idolizing evil eye objects, especially as for crystals, I really just wore them because I thought they were pretty. But the evil eye and me had such a big problem because I swore up and down that that shit was defeating my demons when it was only allowing them to come into my life. So, you know, lesson learned. You live and you learn, so it's whatever. But yeah, it's not that I found God or something made me want to find God. I feel like God came and he got his child back. Because when I say the devil had a strong hold over me for a very long time, baby, he did. Okay? He definitely did. This looks crazy. Oh my God, look. Okay, so this is a peel off mask. Okay, I was thinking it wasn't. Hopefully this shit don't peel off my lace. Okay. I like this. It feels so good. Oh my god. Okay, what's the next question? How do you let go of friends who have secret animosity against you? So honestly, girl, you just said the key word. They have secret animosity against you, so why would you keep them in your life? Please. Tell me why. You would want anybody who you feel, even if you feel like a motherfucker is secretly hating on you, you need to get that person out of your life ASAP. I truly feel like people can send negative energy your way. So you really need to only keep people who truly and positivity love you. Positivity love you. You truly would have people in your life who like just want nothing but the best for you. So if you feel like you have friends who have secret animosity against you, you just need to cut them off. So I got asked, what made you change from your crystal journey? So I took the face mask off now, so I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna do 5 minutes of this. Yeah, what made me change from my crystal journey is, let me tell y'all, let me put it like this. I don't know if I'm gonna step on some toes with this, but whatever God has, the enemy can copy. The enemy is really good at deceiving, basically. So whatever God can do, the enemy can copy. Because the enemy is very good at deceiving us and making us think doing certain things is okay and it's not against God, this, that, and the third. Look, my camera wants to die once I talk about something like this. Oh, but you're not gonna stop me. Oh, Faith is crying again. You see how I'm about to start talking facts and all these distractions come in? Holy Spirit, please guide me through this video. Okay, Holy Spirit, please go ahead and guide me and lead me back to what I was finna say. So basically, whatever God can do, the enemy can copy, okay? Right? So you might not think that you having these crystals is not idolizing, but you're idolizing. Even if you got them just because they look pretty. You're still idolizing an object because you're walking around with the belief that a rock can protect you. Like, I don't want to step on any toes, but I was there and I was delusional about it too. And you know, people who are into the whole crystal stuff get so offended when you like talk about this stuff, versus people who believe in Jesus don't even get offended if you don't believe in God. Like, they don't argue with you, they just simply pray for you. When I used to believe in that crystal stuff and people would like try to bash it, oh boy, did I get so offended, and I was ready to go off on them like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I was ready to educate them. Like, why am I trying to convince you that what I am wearing works? Like, why am I trying to convince you that this crystal really does do something? If this stuff works for you, continue to do that, bro. Continue. I'm not bashing you. I'm not telling you don't do it, this and the third. Like, if it works for you, it works for you. This is like, you know, I feel like sometimes also our family history has a lot to do with this whole crystal, spiritual, tarot stuff. So if it works for you, by all means, bro, keep it up. I'm not telling you to stop doing it. Let me set a timer though. Set a timer for 5 minutes. I was watching like a believer of Christ on YouTube, and he was talking about how these crystal shops are owned by witches and warlocks, which is so true. And they get these crystals, I don't know where they get them from, I don't know if they mine them, and they cast all these types of spells on them, this and the third, and then they go sell them to you. And you don't know if this witch is a good witch, a bad witch. At the end of the day, you're never gonna know. So you don't know if this person put some type of demonic spell, some type of evil type of spell on these crystals, and now you're bringing that crystal into your home. But yeah, y'all be like, oh, you gotta cleanse the crystal, okay, but you gotta bring the crystal into your house first, then cleanse it. And you wonder why you wondering why your spirit is feeling all messed up and you're feeling drained. I remember, this is what I remember, y'all. The crystals, like, once I removed all of them off of me, I felt lighter. I felt very much lighter. I felt freer. Bro, I remember one time I was having like intercourse with this boy that I was dealing with, and I had all my crystals on. And he told me, he was like, nah, after I had whatever with you, I felt so drained. Like, I felt like you took like my soul. Not even in no like I snatched his soul type of stuff. That boy said, I had him feeling drained. Like, I took all of his energy. And he was like, you want to know why? It's because of them crystals. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, I think it's your crystals. He was like, I think all them I have mad crystal bracelets on, bro. Mad crystal bracelets on while I'm while I'm having intercourse with this boy. And he's telling me that he's feeling so drained after dealing with me, and that I feel like I agreed with him. I'm like, damn, like, maybe these crystals did do a little something. Like, yeah, I don't know. They're just very energy draining. They're on your skin. Like, you're wearing them 24/7. It's absorbing your energy. So maybe the reason why you don't have much energy, the reason why you're feeling depressed, is because you're wearing these shit too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm chatting. I don't know. But this is my experience. Okay? Everybody's going to have a different experience. Let me just say that. So, yeah. So that's what made me change. I just feel like I was idolizing these objects just a little too much, putting more faith in a crystal, thinking a crystal could really get me the bag. Ever since I've been having faith in God more, God takes care of every single problem I have, every single problem, every single bill. Like, I don't have to worry about nothing because I have faith in God and I'm not idolizing an object, okay? The fact that you think, I don't know, like, maybe some people it works for them, but I never seen a crystal do anything for me. Never. And I cleansed them. I did everything that I was told to do with the crystals. I never seen a crystal do shit for me. Nothing. But disappear. Like, another thing. Oh, let's talk about my freaky crystal stories now. So another freaky thing that happened to me, I had this crystal, right? This clear quartz crystal, and I meditated with it right before I went to this boy's house. I put the crystal on my forehead. I meditated with that joint, right? How they tell you to do. Meditate with the crystal, cleanse the crystal, all that BS, right? So I meditate with the crystal. I put the crystal in my purse. It's in my purse the whole time. So I go to his house after I meditate with my crystal. You know, I put the crystal in my purse. It's in my bag the whole time. I get to this boy's house. I don't remove the crystal at all. Like, I don't take it out. I don't show it to him. I don't know. I wasn't doing none of that. So... right, I'm about to leave his house. Like, I'm chilling with him or whatever. I'm about to leave his house, and I'm looking at my bag. I'm getting all my stuff together. I'm looking at my bag. I don't see my crystal. I'm like, okay, I know I brought it with me. Where is it? You know, I asked him, you see my crystal? Like he not like, nah. Like, I didn't know you had one of those on you, bro. I get to my house the next day. He texts me like, yo, guess what? I'm like, what? He was like, I found your crystal in my dresser drawer. Word to everything, words to my mother, I did not go in that boy's drawer. Words to my mother, I did not put it in his drawer. The crystal stayed untouched. It was in my bag. I don't know how it got in that boy's drawer. I don't know how it got in his dresser. I don't want to know. I don't care. It was creepy. It was creepy. He thought I was creepy. He was like, words to everything, I'm dead throwing this shit out the window. But some freaky reason, that shit ended up in his dresser drawer. And I didn't do that shit. I don't know, man. Yeah, if you got an explanation for that one, why did the timer just scare the shit out of me? If you got an explanation for that one, you let me know. Cause bitch, that shit was creepy. That shit was creepy. I need to get paper to wipe this off my face. Hold on. So the next question I got is, how do I handle hate? I don't handle it, you know. I give everything to God. When people come to my comments with negative Nancy comments, I really don't care. Because most people who like try to project hate onto you and just try to make you feel like shit are projecting very hard. They're projecting. People who just try to talk down on you and make you feel like shit about yourself are very much projecting. Those people are struggling with their own demons. Those people are fighting their own insecurities. And I truly feel sorry for them. So, especially if you come to somebody's social media page and you try to spread hate on their social media page. Like, you made a fake page. I feel like that's a mental illness. Like, something's gotta be mentally wrong with you for you to make a fake page and comment some nasty negative shit to somebody. Like, you're sick. Like, there's definitely something internally wrong with your brain. And I hope and pray that you seek help. And I'm gonna pray for you at night, because I just can't see myself ever like being so pressed at somebody. Even to people who do it to celebrities. Like, you're fucking insane and you're weird and you need help. Like, so if you're talking about like hate comments, I really don't care. Even IRL, like I don't I don't care. Like, the hate don't get to me. It don't faze me. Because at the end of the day, I know who I am. God knows who I am. And that's all that matters, to be honest with you. That's all that matters, is that you know who you are. God knows who you are. And whatever anybody else has to say about you is not your business. People are going to have their own perception of you. And that's their perception of you. And you cannot change that. Like, people are going to think what they want to think about you. And you have to just accept that shit. And it should not affect you. Because as long as you know who you are, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And that's on period. Let me show y'all. I didn't have much peach fuzz come off my face. But yeah, this is what the little towel look like. I just took some water and I just wiped all the nair off my face. And this always leaves my face like very red after. That's very normal. But yeah, you shouldn't really, like, when somebody's hating or somebody says something nasty to you, never feel offended, because it's projection. And you just gotta pray for them. You gotta pray for their sorry little heart. You just gotta pray for them. And just pray that they stop being a hating ass bitch, period. Virginity tips, by the way, you are so pretty. Thank you so much. And I would say, when it comes to your virginity, that's nothing to play with. I feel like you want to make sure you have the right person you're doing it with. You want to make sure you don't regret who might be taking your virginity. I feel like virginity is very an important thing. I feel like some people try to make it seem like it's not a big deal. Like, oh, go ahead, lose your virginity. And it's because you see everybody else doing it. You kind of feel left out. So you go ahead and you rush it. POV, that's what I did. And I honestly hated my first experience. It wasn't even an experience at all. It was very ghetto. So definitely wait as long as you can. If you can wait to marriage, that's even better. If you can't find somebody who's willing to wait, then that person is not for you. And you can go tell him, get somebody else to do it. How important is happiness compared to getting to the bag for you? So I'm going in with my pore cleansing strip. I'm just gonna wet my nose a little bit just to open up my pores. But here's a little close-up of my skin right now. I feel like it'll look a little better after I wash it. It's like a little bit red right now because I've been doing too much to it. There. Okay. So I feel like happiness is definitely the most important thing before getting to the money. I feel like if you're genuinely happy, you'll want to get to the money even more. But even if you're not happy at the end of the day, you still gotta go get up and chase that bag, because nobody's gonna go do it for you. But consistency will lead to motivation, and that's definitely a proven fact. But happiness is so important, because if you have money and you're not happy, like, yes, money can buy happiness to a certain extent. To a certain extent, like I said, money can definitely buy happiness, but it's to a certain extent. If you're happy with a whole bunch of money, if you're not happy with a whole bunch of money, like, the money is literally gonna be pointless to you. Especially if you're not, like, into material things. That's like me personally, I'm not into material things. So I can't shop my happiness. Like, I can't shop my sadness away, because money does not even buy me happiness, because I'm not into material things. Can food buy my happiness? Maybe for the moment if I'm hungry. Yeah. But it is so important to be happy in anything in life. Like, you have to make sure your happiness comes first. If not, like, you're literally gonna be so freaking miserable. Like, you're just gonna have mad money and just, like, be miserable. Like, my number one goal in life is to be happy. Yes, I want money. Yes, I desire to be rich and all that type of stuff. But my main thing in life is that I want to be happy. Like, I want to be at peace. I don't want to have a whole bunch of money and, like, not know what to do with it because I'm just unhappy. You definitely want to be at peace, because if you're not none of those, baby, the money is pointless. What would it mean to be free? So to me, what it would mean to be free, being happy and content with life, not having any worries, having faith in God. I feel like that's also a form of freedom, because once you have faith in the Lord, He will take care of everything for you. What about spirituality did you feel was draining you? By the way, love your videos. Thank you so much. Love you too. What I felt was draining me with the whole, like, spirituality, the whole new age stuff, whatever you want to call it. I just felt, like I said, I was idolizing objects, not really putting faith in the Lord. And also I was constantly trying to heal myself. Like, we are always constantly trying to heal ourselves And I feel like we can heal ourselves, of course, like you have to do part of the healing, but you have to know that God can also heal you too. And God has definitely been healing my heart. I feel like I'm in a place of healing right now, even being in isolation by myself. Like God putting me in a season of isolation, I'm doing a lot of healing. Like I'm learning me, I'm learning how to be by myself. So I felt like I was constantly trying to look for answers. That's what it was. I was constantly looking for answers in every single thing about spirituality. And spirituality is so deep, like it digs so deep. And I was just looking for answers to every single thing. And like I was just questioning everything. And sometimes you can't question life. Sometimes life is exactly what's in front of our faces. And we can't like question everything. Of course, you know, you can, you know, I'm not saying like, be closed-minded and don't question shit. That's not what I'm saying, because life is definitely deep. But sometimes life is just what it is. And like when you just can't question God. Like you just can't question God. Having faith is just everything. And I just felt like I was questioning my entire existence. Like, I was just looking for an answer in everything. Like, why is my counter black? There's gotta be a deeper reason why the top of my counter is black. Like I was just doing too much digging, and it was driving me insane, and I didn't feel happy with anything because I was just doing entirely too much digging. How is it living in Atlanta alone? Do you miss Miami? I love you. I love you too. Living in Atlanta alone has definitely bought me a lot. I mean, I lived alone in Miami too, so at this point I'm used to living alone. Living alone is like, I love it. It's very peaceful. But I do miss living in Florida. I feel like it was a lot more to do in Florida. I feel like my spirit thrives there, but when I lived in Florida, I was just going about it the wrong way. Like I was just doing too much of the clubbing, too much of, you know, not taking care of myself, just do too much drinking, just not doing what I was probably meant to do there, you know? Like I went about it the wrong way. I was with the wrong crowd. So if I was to ever move back to Florida, I would definitely live there in a more peaceful type of way. Have you thought about finding a church to go to in Atlanta? So I did visit a church like probably like a little bit down the block from me, and it was like cool, but I didn't feel like, I felt welcome because the people were very welcoming, but it was not a lot of people of my color. And a lot of the churches, God's will, when I get my car, I am definitely open to traveling further to find a church with more people of my color. And I went to church like 3 times in my life. The last time I went to church would be the 3rd time. When I was younger, the 2 times I went to church, I felt the Holy Spirit. Like when the preacher was preaching, I absolutely felt that Holy Spirit. I felt the word of God. Like I would cry. Like I want to go in church and I want to be crying. Like that's how I know that the church is doing what it needs to do. Like I want to be in there crying, okay? Any tips for how to avoid negative energy? So I would say isolate and don't deal with it, period. You don't have to deal with negative energy, guys. Like period, just cut them off completely. It don't matter who it is. It could be your mom, your dad, your brother. If you live with them, just distance yourself. I'm not saying disrespect your mom. I'm not saying none of that. Distance yourself and learn to ignore people. The key is ignoring. Like, bro, not everything deserves a reaction. Like most people dead just want a reaction out of you, and not everything deserves a reaction. So I would say definitely learn to ignore people. Don't take stuff personally. People do a lot of projecting. People project their insecurities on top of you. If you're there, if somebody's having a bad day, they come and try to make you have a bad day. Like just ignore people. Not everything deserves a reaction. Nah, she said, why would a boy tease you, call you ugly and stuff, and then proceed want to kiss you and do all that nasty stuff? So I got 2 answers for that. Either he likes you and he don't know how to flirt, and that's his way of flirting. 2, or he really gets off on making women feel insecure, and it like boosts his ego and it makes his pee hard. That's my other 2 answers. I'm not really sure. Am I single or dating? If single, how's the single life treating you? This is definitely the most single I have been. Single life has been very good, very peaceful. I mean, I've always been very single. Like if I'm not I've only been into relationships. So I've always been very single, you know? Very single. And it's pretty good. Like I can't complain, you know, like it's cool, it's awesome, but I think, you know, I'm ready to be at least I think I'm ready to be in a relationship, but you know, on God's timing that'll happen, because at the end of the day, I'm for the sheets, I'm not for the streets, you know? I like to have me a man. I'm not saying I need a man, I don't need a man, because I'm very independent. Even in relationships, I'm very independent. but I love to have me like a best friend that like I can consistently talk to and just vibe with. But I'm ready for a relationship, honestly. Like, yeah. So God, when you're ready to send my soulmate, I'm waiting. You know, I'm here, just waiting. You know. How do you feel if your boyfriend was snapping his ex as a friend? Red flag. You need to run. Yeah. They're ex for a reason. I feel like if you're in a relationship, there's no reason why you should be communicating with your exes. If you are single, then yeah, like cool, talk to your exes if you want to. But that's definitely a red flag. Friends is BS. He's definitely like, I don't know, like don't take my word for it. You know, use your own discernment. But I just feel like if you are in a relationship, a whole brand new relationship, why is there a need to snap your ex as a friend? That's just no. How to deal with jealousy? You don't, bro. Like, if they hated Jesus, what makes you think they're gonna love you? If they hated Jesus, what makes you think they're not gonna hate you too? If they did it to Jesus, what makes you think they're not gonna do it to you? We not special, all right? If Jesus got hated on, you think we not gonna get hated on? Of course people are gonna be jealous with you. You pray for God, you pray to God for protection, and that's it. Like, period. Period. How to be more confident? I would say definitely confidence comes with spending time with yourself, like doing things like this, loving the skin that you're in, accepting who you are, accepting the person that God made you to be, and loving that person. If you do not love yourself, you cannot go and be in a relationship and love somebody else. Maybe not even have friends. Like, if you don't love yourself, you dead can't have friends. Because you're, like, you can't have friends, you can't have, like, you can't be in a relationship, you can't do none of that. You have to learn self-love first, because then you're going to be giving your all to people, and you're going to be over-loving other people and overplaying your part in other people's lives. So learn to love yourself, because that is just the most important thing in life. Wake up every day and thank God for the skin that you're in. Period. Like, you cannot change who you are. This is the body that you got till you go to lay to rest. And what can you do about it? So learn to love yourself, because you're stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. You're your own friend. You're your own friend. So you're gonna not love your only friend, your only person? Like, come on, be for real. Ooh, I like this. So it says, if a friend got distant because they were having it rough, would you cut them off? No, because I'm totally understand. I can be that distant friend sometimes. So if you're my friend and you're getting distant, I'm not taking that shit personally. Like, maybe you're going through something. Maybe you don't want to talk about it with me right now. Maybe eventually you'll want to talk about it. But if you have friends that get distant sometimes, stop taking that shit so personally, because not everything is about you. People be going through their own stuff behind the scenes, y'all. And y'all think because somebody's getting distant with y'all, they're being funny, they're being fake. No, people be going through shit mentally that you would never even know. So stop taking that shit personally, because that shit, I just hate when people do that to me. When I get distant, I'm going through something, bro. And I'm not trying to bring you in the middle of that. And that's on period. Like, I don't do that to my friends. Like, I don't care how close we are. If I'm going through something mentally, I'm not dragging you in the middle and putting my problems on you, because, bro, like, we all going through our own stuff. So I'm gonna talk to God about it. I'm gonna talk to my mom about it. But bro, if you're my friend and I'm getting distant, like, bro, it's for a reason. It's not because I'm acting funny. So no, I wouldn't cut my friend off because they're being distant. I'm gonna ask them and check in with them, like, yo, you straight? Like, bro, you know, that's it. But like, I'm never pressed to talk to you 24/7, because I'm that distant friend too. Like, I feel like as a friend, like, if you're really my friend, we don't gotta speak every day, bro. We don't gotta speak every day. Ooh, how do you learn to be by yourself and not always rely on people to go out? So it is important to take yourself out on dates, like, even if you don't have friends to go with you to the movies. It's important to do stuff like that, because listen, if you don't ever do it, like, if you're waiting on somebody else to go with you or somebody else to do that stuff with, you're gonna be waiting forever. So I feel like learning how to do those things makes you very independent. It makes you learn how to not rely on people, and it makes you enjoy your own company. And it's very fun. Like, going out and taking yourself out on dates to eat, to the movies, that stuff is fun. One thing I never did is go to the movies by myself, and I kind of want to go to the movies by myself. So I might try that. But I would say just get up and try it. Like, your own company is sometimes the best kind of company, and I absolutely love it. And I always have a fun time, and I learn new things about myself, and it's just awesome. It's a great experience. I enjoy it every time. So you cannot knock it until you try it. How did you figure out what state you were moving to? Was it easy for you to make the decision? Honestly, I'm very impulsive. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but I'm just impulsive and I just be doing stuff. And if I'm being honest, okay. But I always wanted to move to Atlanta ever since I was 16. And honestly, I just did it. Like sometimes in life, you just gotta take risks because you gotta take the risk sometimes. Because if you don't take the risk, it's still a risk not taking a risk. Because like, what if you missed out on an opportunity? Like, what if you missed out on just like life? Like you gotta take risks sometimes. So somebody asked my first heartbreak. My first heartbreak, I won't say this was a heartbreak. It's like a little puppy heartbreak, but this is the first time like a boy has like did me dirty. I did a whole story time on it. So like it was back in high school. It was my senior year. I was like new to the school. I just transferred. There was this boy. I was really into him. Like I don't know why, cause he's like really like not him at all. Like I thought this boy was him. Like I wanted to be with him. He fooled me very badly. I was very gullible. He had a girlfriend the whole time. I did not know. Like his girlfriend was one of those girls that was like not going nowhere. And I ended up finding out he had a girlfriend. And I'm not gonna lie, I would still entertain him a little bit because I liked him a lot. But like he would make it seem like I would bring up his girlfriend. He would make it seem like they was not together at the moment. So like he would do like a lot of lying, and I was very gullible and I believed him. And you know, one time, you know, it got to a point where like it got to that point in the relationship where we ended up doing it, and that was like I don't know, maybe his thing had some type of control over me, but I was on him real bad after that. Especially like I wanted him even more. He told the whole school, you know, what me and him did. Like anytime me and him did something, he was running and telling the school. Like mind you, at that he was like, me and YouTuber. That's what I heard was my code name, which is like not a code name because I was the only girl in school who did YouTube. So I guess like maybe he was hyped that he was messing with a bad bitch like me, and he went and told everybody my business, and like he kind of exposed me. I have a whole story time on that, so y'all can go check that out. It's on my channel. But yeah, that was my first heartbreak. I mean, he made me cry. Like I cried in school a lot because of him. Yeah, So somebody asked things I no longer tolerate. The bare minimum, period. And that comes to anything in life, friendships, relationships, the bare minimum, I'm not tolerating it. Like if you're not coming big, you can go home, period. All right. Coping mechanisms. How do you make yourself feel better? So taking yourself on self-care dates, journaling. I love doing all that stuff because it just makes me feel so much better. I feel so much more at peace, especially when I journal. Like if I wake up feeling uneasy in the morning, all I need to do is go ahead and journal, and I'm feeling so much better. Journaling and like praying especially helps me feel so much better, because if you have any worries, you can literally just give it to God, y'all, and he's gonna take care of it. I promise you. Okay, so journaling, taking myself on a little self-care day to get my favorite food, that goes a long way. Dating yourself, just date yourself, because I'm at that point in my life right now. Like I'm just dating myself, I'm hanging out with myself, I'm being my own friend, and that's so important. I want you guys to experience that. I want you guys to feel what I'm feeling, and it's peace. Alright, so I'm gonna be washing my face with this first, and then we're gonna use this, and then we're gonna use this. All right, y'all, it is currently 11:27 p.m. oh my god, I didn't even know my cows were behind me. But this is what my skin is looking like. Very good. Like, I love the way my skin feels right now. I just feel like fresh faced. Like, I feel very clean. Like, it's giving clean girl. I know y'all got an aesthetic for everything on the internet. It's giving clean girl aesthetic. Anyways, I'm about to lay on my satin sheets. They're so cute and comfy. Like, I absolutely love it. It's so comfortable. It just gives, like, but yeah, my skin looks very good. I feel very clean. So yes, period. If I end up closing the video out here, thank you guys so much for watching this self-care vlog slash, you know, girl talk. If you guys want more of these, definitely be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below any other videos, questions you guys might have for me. If you guys want more girl talk videos, definitely hit me up on Instagram, DM me, follow me on Instagram. I'll have all my socials on the screen down below. Most likely down below in the comments you can find my Instagram. You guys can hit me up and let me know if you guys want more girl talk videos. Don't be afraid to voice what you want. You know, I'm here for y'all. Definitely be sure to comment down below. I'm gonna give y'all one more good look at my skin up close and personal. Like, look how clean my nose is. Like, it's shining. Look how, you know, I'm just shining right now. I'm loving it. I feel very clean. It's giving very much that girl. Say goodnight. Say goodnight to everybody. Say goodnight. Say goodnight. Okay, Fady. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really did enjoy talking to you guys. I hope you guys learned something from this, took something from this. And yeah, that's also my skincare routine, what I do for my skin. I'm trying to take care of my skin more, even though I have really good skin. But you know, it's always good to like just take care of yourself. So I will see you kitties in the next video. Bye.